Well, today we're going to look at another Beckett from my childhood, and this one features kind of my favorite player, Glenn Robinson, the big dog. And in 1994, that's kind of when I was at my collecting peak, and I was collecting a lot of Glenn Robinson cards. And so this is a Beckett Future Stars, as many of you know. That's kind of like the pre-rookie cards, the college cards, the minor league cards, that sort of thing. This is issue number 43 in November 1994, and the cost is $2.95. Playing in the Paint, and this is artwork, obviously Glenn Robinson. I'm not sure it's. I would have rather seen a picture, but I'm not the biggest fan of the artwork because this doesn't look as realistic to me. Collectors already are penciling Glenn Robinson into their starting lineup. And on the back, another great player, Marshall Faulk. He actually had a great career. Inside, we got the Four Sport Classic ad, another Glenn Robinson card there. And it's amazing. Jason Kidd, Alex Rodriguez, Marshall Faulk. Some of these guys were really good, and they panned out. I mean, who would have known in 1994 that Alex Rodriguez was going to hit 600 home runs? Almost 700 home runs. And Jason Kidd obviously had a Hall of Fame career. Now he's a coach. Marshall Faulk had a great career. Artist Dan Smith helps make Milwaukee fans' dream come true with a front cover masterpiece. And that is a beautiful card, which I do have. It's the Dickie Vitale's PT Pier card. Kind of show you some of my Glenn Robinson cards. One of my favorite is the Skybox Intense insert. You've probably seen the Jordan, but you might not have seen the Glenn Robinson one. And then the Refractor, Rookie Year Refractor, one of my favorite cards. I've got 26 different Glenn Robinson college cards. And there's variations of variation sometimes here. And they're still in the holders. As you can see, they have turned a nice, what would you say, brown there. There's that card that is featured there. Prime time player, that's what PTP means. And here's a card it's got that basketball texture. Different variations of the classic. The Chromax was kind of like a Topps Finest or Topps Chrome before there was Topps Chrome. And I really liked that. And there was this insert here that was kind of cool. This is a classic collector's card promo, which I was a member of that collector's club. And I would get a lot of these prospects and college cards. Some of them panned out. I had a Derek Jeter and Alex Rodriguez, but some of them, a lot of them were like prospects that never made it. This is an interesting card here. It's kind of hard to see through the brown top loader, but it's it's got kind of a ball that's a glowing ball. So those are those. We'll take a look at this Beckett here. Got an ad for Dan Marino there. Starter. And yeah, when I was a kid, starter jackets, that was the thing. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Glenn Big Dog Robinson is the overwhelming favorite to win over collectors by copping Rookie of the Year honors, but a talented group of lottery pups nip at his heels. He didn't win. Many think that he should have or would have had he not held out for that big contract. Grant Hill and Jason Kidd were the ones that did win. And there's a lot of different players in this draft. Eddie Jones comes to mind. Signature rookies. So one of the first companies to come up with autographed rookie cards. And that has become a thing. And they were one of the first signature rookies. There's that basketball texture card of Jason Kidd. Got Penny Hardaway here. I'm not sure why. And then you got a Juwan Howard. Signature rookies. One of 45,000. That's how we had number cards. That's the number cards that we would get. Not these 101s. It was 1 out of 45,000. There's Akeem. So when you get one of these Beckett's, it's going to have all the different sports in it. And here's the minor league cards of just Gary Carter, 1975, Harold Baines, 1978. Not sure why there's a George Brett in 1986. He was obviously a rookie in 75. Jim Abbott with a baseball bat trying to hit. That would be interesting to see. Randy Johnson, I'd like to have that card. There's Greg Vaughn, a member of the 50 Home Run Club, and I have a picture standing next to him. This is a rookie card as well. He's one of my favorite Brewer players. So yeah, minor league cards. I didn't see the Cal Ripken, but there's a there's a Piazza, 1989. There's a Cal Ripken minor league card that is supposed to be like one of the best minor league cards out there. It's Juan Gonzalez. Chipper Jones in 1991. I've got a 1990 Chipper Jones in his Braves uniform. Also think I have a 93 Chipper Jones in a minor league card. So sometimes, especially baseball, you might have the rookie card and then they go play a couple years in the minors. At least they used to. What is this, Michael Jordan? There's a Michael Jordan card. And so, yeah, he was in the minor leagues. So those are the kind of cards that you'd want to get, and they have some value. I don't know why. Why did it jump from 94 to 89? I'm not sure on that one. Doesn't make sense, but you got Jeff Bagwell in 1990. There's different companies, but mainly Classic was one of the main ones, of course. There's a Derek Jeter. They even had action-packed minor league cards. Started to have inserts, signatures, and everything. It's a whole another world, the minor league cards that a lot of people forget about. Here we go, basketball, and starting in 1990. Wish that they had like a Michael Jordan or somebody like in their college cards. That would be nice. But it looks like started in 1990 that became a thing. And if you are Here's Shaq 92 Classic. That was a big one for me. As a kid, I think I got a couple of them, but they're not in great condition. Listed at $5. That Shaq card. If you are a college basketball fan, which some people are, and many people are, have a specific team that they follow, and if one of these big, prospects came out of your college, I mean, you'd want them in their college uniform. And so, like Juwan Howard is a good example. Went on to have a good career in the NBA, but then came back to coach Michigan. And so his college cards do pretty well in Michigan, I believe. Here's a Favre. Looks like we're into football. 1991. Looks like the football started. And the 91 wild card. The different stripes. There's the 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 1,000 stripes. Have a different. I think if you had got that card and sent like 1,000 stripe, let's say Brett Favre, it's worth $1.75 here. I think they was going to send you 1,000 of that card. If you sent it in, redeemed it, you would get 1,000 of that. Let's say the Brett Favre, which is $1.75. So then you'd have like $1,000 worth of individual cards there. But even now it's a popular card because it's rare, and it's one of the first. Even though the set is worth $6 total, those stripes insert kind of parallels are one of the first parallels from 1991. We're getting to football, of course. And now hockey looks like started in 1991 when they had prospect. And I never got into minor league hockey. I mean, that's just too much. There's like 5 players I know in hockey as it is. So now we got the 4 sports. So you could get players in. I wish there was a 3 sport and they just left out hockey. I would have got into that more. But yeah, you got the Larry Johnson. So it goes up to 1994 in here. And then we got Charlie Ward, who Heisman Trophy winner in football, became a basketball player, and he was pretty good. Okay, here's the hot list. Manny Ramirez, number 1. Javi Lopez, number 2. Raul Mondesi, number 3. Manon Raim, which is a lady hockey player, number 4. Cliff Floyd, number 5. Alex Rodriguez, number 6. Marshall Faulk, number 7. Glenn Robinson, number 8. Ryan Klesko, number 9. Carlos Delgado, number 10. So we got several players on that list that had great careers. There's like several 400 or 500 home run hitters right there. And Glenn Robinson had a solid 20-point average career. Marshall Faulk had a Hall of Fame career. So on the hot list, some of them turn out, and not everyone, but pretty much that list was pretty good. Ryan Klesko, he was probably one of the worst on this list. Javi Lopez, Raul Mondesi, probably maybe the worst on this list, but pretty good list. Because prospects don't always turn out. And if they do, it's kind of almost like surprising. Yeah, surprise. This is article, surprise. Here's Alex Rodriguez, an article. At 18, he was Mariners' starting shortstop and already making waves in the hobby. And this is 1994, this article. He obviously had not hit close to 700 home runs at the time they wrote this article. But he was hot early on. Now he owns the Minnesota Timberwolves. So he's still relevant. Again, Marshall Faulk. Hockey, I'm not really into. And then here's a prospect, Jose Oliva. Jose Oliva, I guess that's how you say that. Again, some prospects turn out, some don't. That's kind of what you go for when you're looking at minor league cards or prospects, rookie cards. Some of them will turn out, some of them won't. And so that is 1994 Beckett Future Stars. I also have a couple other Glenn Robinson videos if you're interested. I go through my collection, Glenn Robinson cards. And I think there's another Beckett that is one of my favorite Glenn Robinson cards of all time. The Intense rookie. Or I'm sorry, the Emotion. I have the Intense right there. But the Emotion, just great photography. Unlike Panini, they have multiple pictures, not just one picture, and I really love that too. A couple pictures on the back. So thanks for watching. If you want to see those other videos, just check them out. Thanks.